Imagine that you're trying to create a marketplace app, but you have no idea where to start. You don't know what platform to use or even where you should begin. Look no further than CS Cart. This is a platform designed to create marketplaces. We're going to look at key features, the pricing, and a demo how you can get started in just a few minutes. First of all, what is CS Cart? Well, it's a platform designed for creating marketplaces for you. And there are two main offerings from CS Cart with building a marketplace. If you scroll down, here are the names of the two different options. It's the multi-vendor on premises and the multi-vendor no code option. Okay, what in the world is that? Well, let's talk about no code first. If you're trying to validate your idea, if you're trying to start very quickly, you want it to already be hosted in the cloud and you don't worry about installing anything and you just want to go and focus on your business, that is the no code solution. That is what they can offer for you. It actually comes in at a really affordable price. We'll talk about that more in a moment. So, what do you get if you go for the multi vendor no code option? Well, you can start very quickly. You can sign up and see this in action. So, you can sign up right there. There'll be a link down below. And then that's going to allow you to test or validate your idea without needing to install anything. You can just go. It also works in the cloud, so you don't have to worry about running it on your own server. And if you're looking for basic themes that work, so themes are a structure of what your marketplace would look like, that's what you can do with CS Cart with the no code solution. Now, let's look at the flip side. If we're looking on the on premises one, what can you do there? Well, that still allows you to create a marketplace, but you have a lot more options to do so. Now, when you're looking at this option, number one, let's take a look. You're going to have to first download the installation package. You're going to have to own and host and install the CS cart there. You're going to have to install and have an SSL certificate and domain. And you're going to then have options to be able to have an admin panel, seller dashboard, storefront, all of those things. Okay, let's just make it real simple. If you're looking at these two options and you're thinking about what can you do to create a marketplace, there's option one that is no code and they'll take care of the rest. Or option two, you need it to be really you need to have a lot of control over the app, over your marketplace, over all the different third-party apps that you add onto your marketplace. They have a solution for that as well. So the summary of this is if you've looked at other videos that we put in the past, this is the comp of looking at ShareTribe Go and ShareTribe Flex. We've seen this on our channel and we've detailed it on the channel of building marketplaces with many different platforms, but ShareTribe is very popular. Those are the two options. For CS Cart, they have one for no code and one for developers or having a dev team. So in the comment section down below, which one are you? Are you a no coder or are you an entrepreneur that needs to start very quickly? Or are you a developer and you are doing this for yourself or for your clients? Let me know in the comment section down below. So we looked at the two different options for CS Cart. We looked at there's two different solutions. The next part is let's look at key features. What do we have in store? Well, before we go to key features, it's important to really think about your use case. What kind of marketplace are you building? The reason we should stop there first and look at what kind of marketplace you're building is that every marketplace or different types of marketplaces need different features. So if you're doing something like apparel and shoes or grocery and food or electronics, all of them need different features. So if you just go right into the features list and look at all the things they have, you could be doing a disservice to yourself because you could be overwhelmed. You could be thinking about, yeah, I need a mobile app right now. Yeah, I need to think about the different automations that I need to have or all these things. Back up. Where are you? Are you just getting started in validating? Are you in a very specific niche? That's really important for you to look at the different features and options for you to get started. The other thing I would mention is if you go to CS Cart and you look at the different businesses that are marketplaces, this allows you to get a grasp of who the customers they've helped, but also really good use cases for yourself to look at, okay, when I'm getting started, I want this kind of feature for my store. And write down why. You can write it down in the comment section or on a piece of paper, but this allows you to track what do you need to think about as you're getting started. Now, in general, let's take a look at a few different features, the two different platforms or the two different plans that you could go with. Let's go with no code first. If we're building it out with no code, you can have seller management, marketing tools, global commerce. You can also have convenient money distribution. That's key when you have tons of vendors. You can have an option for a mobile app and multiple storefronts. That's what you're going to be having for no code. If you're looking on premise, there are tons of similar features, but what I would say is one of the keys, if we're looking on premises, all of the different design changes and really being able to change it the way that you need it and tailor it for your business. That would be the main difference. Now, if we're looking at more of the features, if we click over at features, we can go to the different features such as like marketplace management. And then we're going to be able to look at exactly what is in store and what we could use for our business. Again, I would start at a high level. What do you need to succeed in your business? What are the basic features that you need? And then go from there, because this can be very overwhelming when you're building your marketplace for the first time or when you're thinking about switching from another platform to CS Cart. Think about the main features that you need to bring success. What are people paying for? What are people saying that they need in order to transact and to have a good experience for your marketplace? Let me know in the comment section down below what you're planning to do, what kind of marketplace you're building, or what marketplace you already have and you plan on scaling. Now, after we look at key features, it's important to think about, okay, what is the pricing? What am I looking at here? Well, I mentioned for the no code solution, it can start at $95 a month. Now, that is $95 if you're paying month to month, but if you go annual, it can be as low as $75 a month. Now, what do you get from that? What kind of things? Well, you can have up to 500 products in your store, revenue up to 5K. So again, it allows you to start 50 vendors and one admin. Now, if you're making more money, then you can go into pro and revenue up to 10,000. But there are even more benefits from there. You can have up to 5,000 products in your marketplace, 500 vendors, and 3 admins. So you're building your team a little bit more, you're scaling up. There you go. And then that advance, you can have up to 200,000 products, unlimited revenue, unlimited vendors, unlimited admins. And when you get the annual plan, you can have access to the mobile app. That's all under the no code solution version. If you're going for the other builder for on premises, we scroll down and we have a couple different packages from there. They're all yearly, and you're going to be able to do this at $1,250 a year, and the plus plan at $3,150 or $6,950. And they also have lifetime licenses available for the ultimate package, but you have to contact them and go from there. Let's just look at standard and plus. What are the main differences if I'm looking at no code and if I'm looking over at on premise? The main thing that I look at would be the editor and what you're going to be able to do. So again, more control over your marketplace, like we mentioned. For the plus, you'll get the mobile app. We also have 6 extra features for vendor admin, 70 payment methods for vendors. That's important depending on what country you mainly operate in, or if there's vendors from all over the world, that might be something you're interested in. And then the ultimate plan, that really has to do if you're having like multi locations and really scaling and need to have more control over the mobile app code and everything like that. Look at what works for you for where you are in your business. Can you start at the no code plan for $95 a month if you're paying month to month, or annual contract for $75? Why do you need it? It's really important to look at these things as you're examining, as you're getting started, and all of those things. For more features, what I would look at is there's tons of charts talking about what you can do more. Write down the main features, then look at which package aligns with that. And then maybe a goal of, hey, we need this much revenue coming in, or this many vendors, or this many customers before you scale up into any of these other tiers that will cost you more money. The comment section down below, what are you using right now? Have you built a marketplace, using Google Sheets? And by the way, we have a video talking about how people have made a Craigslist style marketplace with Google Sheets before. Are you switching from another platform? Are you using a platform like Softer or Flutterflow and now you need a dedicated platform for your marketplace? Now that we've looked at the key features, the pricing, it's important that we look at what the platform is like and the demo that you can get started with. There is a 15-day free trial for you to take a look at the builder. And that's what I'm going to be showing you. This allows you to highlight and see the marketplace, be able to customize it, and really be able to get a look and feel of the marketplace you're trying to build. Right here, I put a marketplace that I'm trying to build, like a mixture marketplace similar to Amazon. And this is the demo that I get to get started. Now, what I like about this demo is it already has graphics and it already has a framework for me to see how this works instead of starting from scratch and me trying to find stock images and try to imagine. This is one of the things I like about CS Cart. You can sign up and get the demo to really start thinking about your own marketplace and start from there. As we go through the demo, we're going to look at three main sections of this demo app and then also how you can modify it. So let's talk about the three different areas that we're going to break down. We're going to look at the storefront, and that's what you're seeing right here. You're seeing the storefront of what the marketplace would be. Then there is the admin panel, and that allows you to have an overview of how you're going to manage the app. And then the vendor panel, which allows you to see what it looks like as a vendor. So if you're having different ones onboarded onto your marketplace and they're a vendor, you can see what it looks like for their analytics, how they can see their own items that they're managing and how they're going to get paid, all those things. And then when we're building it out visually as we're going through the design, we're going to be able to see the preview of the marketplace, what you're seeing right here. We're going to see how you can edit text, how you can edit the style of the marketplace, and then edit the structure of the marketplace. All right, so let's take a look at the storefront with the four different ways. So the storefront, as we're looking at this, I can navigate the storefront, take a look at different items. I can click on different items. For example, I click on a shirt. Now I can see one of the shirts that is in the marketplace to sell. Now, as I click the logo on the top left where it says marketplace demo, I'm taken back to the main page. And here we have a header image, the main or one of the main sliders where you can see the different items, all of those things. If I click it across, I can, again, have a preview of what that would look like. Now, once I click the edit text button, this is going to allow me to see everywhere on the page where if I click, I can edit the text of whatever I touch. Now, this is important if I'm going to be changing the items or changing the item names. For example, I click electronics, and now I'm seeing the section of different subcategories. Now, if I click electronics again, I can see that I can change the text of electronics, right? So I can just call it electronics, and I can even just say like I like pie, or I can say electronics, Apple products only, whatever I want to do. Now, once I click that, I can say save. And if you look on the left-hand side, now it actually reflects on what I said, right? Electronics, Apple products only. If I scroll over it again, I see a pencil icon and then I can change it out and then I can save it. So again, when I'm editing text, I can go at any item if I wanted to do a quick change or anything like that. If I'm on a certain page and I want to change the style, I can switch from edit text to where it looks like the canvas for the art. I do edit style, and then I'm going to be able to edit the style of that page. If I want to be more granular and really go into different sections, I can change the style over here. Style, it mentions black, blue, brick, all of those things. After I click it, I can see what it would change, and I can see it reflected in the different on the marketplace itself. I can change and customize the general, the logos, the colors, the fonts, the backgrounds, custom CSS. What I would do is, again, before I really dive into this, I'd probably write down my key colors, my hex codes, and everything before I really dial in and do all those kind of things. Okay, so now that we see the different edit style, we can see edit structure. Now, edit structure is going to allow you to change where everything is on the page. So if I click edit structure, I click it, it's going to think about its life for a moment. I'm going to be taken to the page, and this is where I'm seeing the different items. And if you look at as I'm scrolling through, you see where I can now decide how I'm going to move it up and down, what's going on here, and really, I would say it's moving the Lego blocks of the page, so the structure of the page. If you've built something with Wix, Elementor, what is it? Squarespace. You can move blocks of different sections of the page. That's where you're going to be doing. So you see where it has the arrows. I can click this down, and then it's moving things around. You're going to be able to have that option if you want to. See how it's over there now, and then I can move back. All of those things, and now it's back where it was. So that allows you to think about the structure of the page. What I would really do is think about what kind of aesthetics you want. Go with the basics first, and then systematically change based on feedback or based on the main areas of what your audience wants, or have a reason. Don't just change things for the sake of changing things. Have a reason of why you're changing the storefront. Now that we've looked at the storefront, we're going to look at the admin panel. Now, the admin panel will allow you to monitor, see what's going on at a high level of what your marketplace is doing. Here, as we clicked on the admin panel, now we can see the analytics. We can see the sales of the marketplace. And again, this is demo data, so it's dummy data to really understand or the mechanics and what's going on with your marketplace, or when you build your own, what's going to happen. So it gives you the analytics at a glance, and then depending on what you're trying to control or monitor or look into, this is going to allow you to see on the main tabs next to the home icon. So you see orders, products, customers, marketing, website, and vendors. Again, it's allowing you at a high level to see how your marketplace is running. Then at the top, you're going to be able to see add-ons, admin, settings, design. And then you're going to be able to decide on your design, on what you're doing, what you need to do when you change your marketplace. Again, it's really important to look at what you want to do first. And this is a demo. Some of the features, as I'm going through it, because it's a demo, they're not going to allow you to change it. But once you're talking to a rep from CS Cart, if you're on the no code or on premises, you're going to be able to see what you can change or not change. Now we're going to look at the vendor panel. The vendor panel will allow you to see what the vendor sees, right? So if you have multiple vendors that are on your marketplace, they're selling things, they're uploading their products, whatever their services, you can see a preview of what they're going to be seeing. You'll have different things on the left-hand side. It says home, orders, products, message center, accounting, and settings. This allows them to manage their inventory, be able to have a section of what they're going to be doing uh, as they're a vendor in your marketplace. This is really important because they can have access to their analytics, what's going to be happening with the products that are on the platform. They're going to be able to manage the orders, the products, and then also the message center, which is really important. If people are asking them questions or anything like that, they'll have they'll have a section for that. For accounting, they'll be able to see what's going on with the orders, be able to see the transactions, the balance withdrawals, all of those different things, which that is huge when you're a vendor and you're looking at what's happening here. You can also do a new withdrawal right here, and then an option of settings, so shipping methods, files, all of those different things. So again, the vendor panel allows you to get access, really understand what the vendor or all of your vendors on your marketplace is going to be able to access, and go from there. Those are the main areas in the demo. What I would focus on is, if you're interested in one of these options, there's going to be a link down below to start a trial for the multi-vendor for no code or on premises, either one. But make sure you write down and think about where you are and what solution would be right for you to get started to try out and for you to really start building your marketplace online. Let us know in the comment section down below. Do you want to see more videos like this? Are you trying to create a marketplace right now and you have more questions? Do you like these kind of videos and you want us to do more videos about CS Cart and building marketplaces? Let us know all those things.